How would you feel, folks, right, if you found out that your 401k was losing money even on the days that the market goes up? Now, sounds crazy, right? But it's happening every single day to millions of people, and most people never even notice. And that could be yourself, right? According to 2023, it did a study. The average 401k participant pays between 1 to 1.5% every year in hidden fees. And over a career, that could cost you more than 25% of your retirement. It's just gone. Visible, it's never talked about, and most people don't even know. So I'm going to break that down for you guys. But before we dive in, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure that you follow everything on the channel and check on the links in the description below. That way you can schedule a consultation to see if this works for you, to get you a free budget, and feel free to ask any questions. So with that being said, ladies and gents, just here to drop a few cents. You're here to retire with Earl, and let's get right back to it. Let's talk about what's quietly draining your retirement, and that is something very simple in your 401k. Is the fees. What you don't see is what really could hurt you, folks. Most people believe that the 401k is simple, right? You put the money in, it grows, you retire, life is good. But behind the scenes, there are some moving parts that most people don't think about and almost no one explains. So today, I want to break that down. 401k fees, all right? They're automatic, they're invisible, and they compound against you. And your plan, when you have a 401k, it can include administrative fees, investment management fees, record keeping fees, expense ratios, wrap fees, revenue sharing fees that you never approved. And here's the kicker, folks. Most people don't even know where to find the disclosure, right? You don't even know where to look. They send you a statement, that's all. You don't know. Let me ask you something, though. Let me ask you something. If a company charged your bank account every month without telling you, how long do you think it would take before you said something? You bank with a company and they're just taking money out, I'm pretty sure it'll be quick. Yet with your retirement money, you just shrug it off and say, well, I guess just how it is, right? But folks, it doesn't have to be that way when it comes to 401ks and comes to the fees, right? So how do fees actually steal your retirement? How are these fees dumping into your future, costing you 25%, sometimes more? Well, let me just give you an example real quick. You got two people, both invest $300,000 in retirement. One pays half a percent in fees, the other pays 1.5% in fees. It's just a 1% difference on that $300,000. Well, over 25 years, assuming the same returns, the person paying higher fees could lose out to 150,000, sometimes closer to 200,000 in growth. That's the difference. That's not small. That's retirement years. That's your vacations. That's medical costs. That's income that you worked for that you should have got, but that 1% is just destroying everything. But here's the real question. Why are you paying all these fees if you're the one that's taking all that market risk, right? Not them, you are. So think about that. You take the risk, you take the loss, you face the volatility, and the financial companies, they're still going to get paid. Whether you go up, whether you go down, whoever has your 401k, they're good to go. It's like a gym membership. You have to pay even when the gym's closed, even when you don't go. You're still paying. It's the same thing when it comes to your 401k. So, why many people don't really notice this problem? Why is it not talked about? Because your 401k is designed to make everything look simple on the surface and it's complicated everywhere else where you probably aren't looking. The quarterly statements, it looks clean, right? The dashboard on the company looks friendly. Green arrows, everything's going up. You all right, it's going up, it's green. You're in the green, it feels good. But try finding those exact fees. You're gonna have to click. You don't know where. You'll see documents that are like 408 to B, disclosure documents, all right? Summary annual report, plan expense ratio schedule. The hell is that? Most people don't know. Nobody reads those honestly. So you don't know, you don't read it. No one wants to. You just want to see when it goes up. And trust me, the companies that you put your money in, they know that. So ask yourself this thought provoking question. If, right, if these fees are truly small, right, if they were harmless, if they were insignificant, why make them so hard to find? Why is there 45 pages in your statement? Because transparency isn't profitable. If you knew what it was and you saw it, you probably would be pissed off. But here's the thing, what happens when you leave your job? You got a 401k, you leave the job, and here's something that most people don't realize when it comes to fees. When you leave your employer, the 401k stays behind, but the fees, they stay with you. Old 401ks often have higher fees than when you were working there. They have outdated funds, so they're not growing the way it should. No personal guidance, no protection from losses. You have no guaranteed income options. The market goes down, you're SOL, out of luck. Yet millions of people keep them sitting in there untouched, right? We have trillions of dollars untouched. Let me ask you this. Would you leave thousands of dollars in a bank account that you don't check anymore, that you don't use? Probably not, right? You probably would be knowing or using that money. But with retirement accounts, people do it all the time. The average person's had 11 jobs by the age of 40. You know there could be an old one. So that's where rollovers come into play. Why do rollovers exist, right? Why do rollovers come into play when you have these situations, when you leave a job, or when you turn 59 and a half, you can move your money into a personal IRA, a fixed index annuity, a lower fees that have flexible strategies without paying taxes and without paying penalties. So you could do that. And what does this really allow you to do when you do that? It gives you a couple things. First off, you could reduce or eliminate hidden fees, right? You could gain more control. You move it with you, or once you hit retirement, you get that control, right? You could protect your growth from market downturns when you roll over into something different, right? You could add guaranteed lifetime income options on certain strategies, right? You could stop paying for these services that you don't even receive because you left the job 4 or 5 years ago, right? Morningstar did a study and they found out that personalized transparency improved long-term outcome by 29%, just because people know what's going on. So here's a question that you really got to think about. Why are you keeping your money in a place where you have the least amount of control at a stage of life when control matters the most, when you're getting ready to retire? When you need the money the most, you have it as risky as possible. So I tell people, look, the truth is this, and here's it is. It's simple, non-dramatic truth. 401ks, they're not bad. They're actually a great place to start. If you don't know what you're doing, put it in a 401k. But it's not always the best place to finish. You can start there, but it's not the best place to finish. As you get closer to retirement, you may have money to lose, right? You may have a less time to recover. The fees matter more than ever, right? And at some point, you may want to shift from accumulating your money to protecting your money. You don't want to lose it when you need it the most. And if you can't fully protect your money inside your traditional 401k, what are you going to do? And that's why so many people move it, or they move part. You don't have to move it all. You can move part of their savings into other strategies that could offer that protected growth, right? That could offer no market losses, no surprise fees, predictable income. And that's why some people choose your annuities. Some people prefer IRAs. Some blend multiple strategies, IRAs plus annuities, maybe some stocks. There's no one size fit all, folks. Everyone has something that's different, but doing nothing rarely is the best answer. If you're watching this, you probably have an old 401k and you're wondering what to do. Doing nothing is the worst thing that you could do. So if you're watching this right now and you're thinking, maybe you should actually look at what I'm paying, that's a good sign. If you're watching this, that's a good sign. Awareness, I always say, is the first step. So if you want help reviewing your 401k, your fees, or seeing if a rollover even makes sense, right? Click the link in my description. You can schedule a consultation. I can answer your questions, let you know some pros and cons of what could be done out there. And make sure, guys, that you like, follow, and subscribe to the channel. If you want more simple, clear retirement content without all the confusing information, I want to give it to you guys so it's broken down as easy as possible, right? Your finances deserve clarity. They deserve transparency. It doesn't need to be something that's crazy, right? So With that being said, ladies and gents, just here to drop a few cents. You're here with Retire with Earl, and I'll see you on the next one.